You all have no idea how excited, how pumped your boy is to be checking out 2006 ECW One Night Stand. This is going to be, is there an echo? There's going to be an echo. This is going to be insane. This is my peak nostalgia year of wrestling. 2006 is probably 2005, 2006, 2007 is like my favorite mini era of wrestling. Definitely because that's when I was a kid, and that's when I really fell in love with wrestling my first go round. But yeah, I'll be damned. I'll be damned if this era wasn't kick ass. I mean, I'm gonna pull up the card here real quick so I can read some of the matches we got in store that we are going to be checking out tonight. I am watching on Peacock. This is going to be 2 hours, 41 minutes, and 14 seconds. I will give a countdown. I'm not going to have the actual timer on screen. Just for the sole reason it doesn't look pretty. And it's hard to sync up perfectly. And when it's off sync by a second, there's no way to fix it because I don't know about it. We got 7 matches. We got Balls Mahoney versus Masato Tanaka. Rey Mysterio versus Sabu for the World Heavyweight Championship. John Cena versus Rob Van Dam for the WWE Championship. We have Edge, Mick Foley, and Lita versus Terry Funk, Tommy Dreamer, and Balula McGillicuddy in a hardcore match. We have the FBI, which is Little Guido and Tony Mamaluke, with Big Guido facing Yoshihiro Tajiri and Super Crazy, which is going to be nuts. We also have Randy Orton versus Kurt Angle, insane, and Jerry Lawler versus Taz. And I think I listed them all. I'm very pumped about this. I think without further ado, we are just going to get into it. We are going to check this out. ECW One Night Stand 2006. This is, of course, our tribute to Sabu. One of my favorite Sabu matches of all time when he takes on Rey Mysterio here tonight. If you haven't seen it, you are in for a treat. I give you the official countdown. Ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm officially at 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I signed up for. Thank you. Appreciate it. I am the parent, bitch. Thank you. Classic ECW crowd. I've already seen 19 middle fingers. The entirety of the audience is shouting EC-dub. It's Bog with a blog, you damn right, Louie. How you been, dog? It's been a little while. Been a long while, actually. I feel like I haven't seen you in years. God, this stage is amazing. I'm so nostalgic about this era, and there he is. Who would have thought 19 years later he would still be a staple of Monday Night Raw? That's crazy. I forgot to do my snap streaks of the day. I'm just doing that real quick. Finishing uni work. Got 1 bit left. Been upgrading computer. Had the job interview. No, I understand you're busy, dog. It's just good to see you. Bastard. The game. If anybody plays the game, the game. They're friggin' pumped. We all just lost the game. 7 hours was grueling. Was 7 hours for the job interview? Okay. I forgot they used to call him Paulie. John Moxley. Crazy. This was very shortly before or after this when they relaunched ECW. Which we all know how that went. I can't believe they told you that. That's crazy. That doesn't seem legal. I apologize. I know that's an awful noise. I figured you guys didn't want to hear my Darth Vader breathing all stream. This is such an iconic show, too. Yeah. You should sue, Louie. I'll back you. Mm-hmm. ECW. ECW. Louis, I'm pretty happy about it. You would not believe the amount of work that went into episode 3. It was almost 17 hours of footage that I edited down to 5. Vince getting booed? That guy's real proud of himself. Sweet. Sounds like a plan, Stan. I think Paul just had a coronary in the ring. I wonder how old Paul was here. I gotta Google how old is Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was 40 years old here. What? Damn. Roman Reigns was 21. CM Punk was 27. Without spoiling your role, Louis, we got so many plans for this series. We definitely changed our plans. It is funny, though, because I knew exactly... Baco would, like, tell me, like, I had to tell this guy he couldn't use Darkrai, and I was like, oh, yeah, Louis. He's like, how do you know? I was like, we had a hypothetical conversation one time if we were building our gyms, what it would be. So I knew for a fact that if you ever wanted to join this series, you were going to try to have Darkrai for a team. The problem is trying to tone down Darkrai. Wouldn't really work. Yeah, Louis, my starter is already broken. Like, just a base Ndidi is insane levels of power. You wouldn't be able to do Dark Ride without his legendary bonuses. I'm not good enough for Backlash. Taz. And Jerry the King Lawler starting it off. Two Z's. Return it to all your ex-girlfriends. As long as they're on the field. Pretty sure that guy just yelled at without a microphone. God, all the flashing lights from the cameras. Gives me literal chills. Okay. Lawler's feud with ECW, just as a man against a brand, was incredible. It was so good. Extremely crappy wrestling. The Return of the King. Alright, Joey. You can't say that when Taz just came out. Why am I on camera? Alright. Joey's alright. Have it your way. Oh! They do have the commentary booth set up for two, so it doesn't look like Joey Styles is going to be running solo. There we go. This really feels like ECW ran their own show. Where are the super... Louis, these are the supercuts, sir. I don't know if you heard me. Episode 3 was 17 hours of footage. Jesus. Yeah. These aren't just the base. Oh, shit! Is that it? Oh, come on. Not the king! Yeah, Louis, if I was just uploading the base footage, it would be an entirely different series. Favors or love, because that is dedication. If you think recording for 17 hours is dedication, try editing 17 hours worth of footage. Sir, I was in the editing booth for about 40 hours. I have a week to get these videos up. That is 20 hours of recording, and I had my solo to do the same week. So that was an additional 4.5 hours. You boys fucking exhausted. DMing, it wasn't 14 hours straight, Louis. It was across like 6 different days. Ari's solo was her own day, my solo was its own day, Tick's solo was its own day, and episode 3 was 2 separate days. Yeah. I miss brand supremacy so much. Jacob, I am having a one-night stand. Oh, shit! Damn, he Mike Tyson'd his ass. Here we go. Sabu, I can't wait to get to Sabu and Rey. I haven't seen that match since 2006. Key? Where the hell have you been? Orton versus Angle is next? Everybody just flipping the shit out of Randy Orton is amazing. Smack the shit out of him! God, look how young Randy is. Jesus. That's gonna be a hell of a match too. I haven't watched this show since 2006. I did watch 2005's One Night Stand probably like 2-3 years ago. No. My first Ren, or my Fire in the Booth Ren video has almost 10K views, Louis. What time am I on, Jacob? I am at 16 minutes and 16 seconds, 17, 18, 19, 20, 16, 24, 25, 26, 27. But Louis, that's how you are with every artist you like. This is what I don't get. Sorry, this is going to make a bad noise. Oh, I'm so excited to see Prime Kurt Angle. It doesn't respond. Key, I read your message. You finished. I didn't read that it comes out on the 4th. You have everything done. El Juggalo! That might be a slur. I apologize if it is. How you doing? Doing well today? That's what I like to hear. I can't believe match number 2 is Kurt Angle, Randy Orton. This is crazy. Louis, I don't think I would like them. I don't like ciphers. That's what I tried explaining to you, but you wouldn't accept it. Sabu had a great run. Honestly, WWE ECW went so much harder than it had any right to. Was it as pure as ECW? No. But you can't deny the initial like first 2 years. It was definitely its own product separate from WWE. That's not why I don't like ciphers, Louis. I don't like ciphers because they don't make sense to me. What the hell are you rapping about? It's just modern rap music. It's you bragging about how cool you are. Hate me for what I love. Oh, here we go. Bell has rung. This is a WrestleMania 22 rematch, so to speak. This is actually the match we were supposed to get for the world title at WrestleMania 22. Before Eddie passed and Rey was springboarded into the main event scene. So, of course, the WrestleMania 22 match that we did get was Randy Orton, Kurt Angle, and Rey Mysterio in a triple threat match. Okay. Give me the time one more time. We are at 1923, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh my God. 1930. Oh my God. Jesus. Fresh Kano came out with what might be one of their most fun battles yet. I will probably circle back to more Freshy Kano in the future. Yeah, I mean, they did a couple times there in Philly, but I don't know. It was definitely a missed opportunity. But as a kid, for me, when it came out, I loved it. I thought it was a really unique environment. The fact that Rob Van Dam was like one of their top stars. You also had Punk, who was doing the more extremist style of wrestling. I really loved that. Louis, they already have. Billy Gunn's been around, and Bart Gunn's been around since, I think, 95, 96. A fuck you Orton chant. It's pretty good. Aired the same night as SmackDown was taped. That's also true. I didn't really think about that. What would chess WWE be, Louis? Like you said, a 5-minute timer and they wrestle instead of box? This is also my favorite, because, like, the people who say, oh, Randy Orton's gotten a lot slower over the years, he really hasn't. He's always had the much slower, more methodical pace. Okay. Orton got a fist. This is one of Kurt's last major appearances before he left for TNA as well. Because I have ads, and with every ad, the time will be messed up. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about ads on Peacock. I will tell you, if you have a ad blocker, it actually blocks the ads on Peacock. Angle with the disrespectful open hand slaps and elbows to the back of Orton's head. He's got those legs cinched in. Network stepped in since WWE basically was very valuable to them. Yeah. What's interesting is they were actually planning on bringing back ECW sooner than they did. You got bitch slap chant is wild. Yeah, they wanted to bring it back in 2005 when they brought back the initial One Night Stand and do the brand revival then. Leading up to WrestleMania 21, the original plan and winner of the Money in the Bank ladder match wasn't supposed to be Edge. It was supposed to be Rob Van Dam. But Rob Van Dam got injured in the lead up to the show. And instead of a title match, he was actually going to get a wish granted. And the wish he was going to choose was to revive ECW. All of this is information I have learned per Chris Jericho's biography. I believe it was the second one. Hold on. Undisputed. The Chris Jericho story. Yeah. Orton just... Oh. Game of the Year. Recommend checking out the demo. Dispatch? I might take a look. Where your partners play chess, but you fight and have to balance each one out. Okay. Oh! Jesus, he speared the shit out of that turnbuckle. I think, Jacob, just for you, I think I'm going to add the timer. 24:37. I did pause it officially. I freaking hate the timer, but the timer just makes sense to have. Scripts, let me pull this up. Count up seconds? I have to count seconds? What is 24 times 6? That's a clock, not calculator. That's calendar, not calculator. Getting there. Yeah, I get special treatment. There we go. 24 times 60. 1,440 plus 35. 1,400. Okay, 24:35. Perfection. So I hit start there. I have 2 seconds. That's pretty damn close. It's off by about half a second, but it's pretty damn close. ECW could really thrive as a separately operated promotion under TKO ownership. I wouldn't doubt that. They have so many different, like, NXT branches and things like that. I feel like an ECW... I miss the territory days so much. Like, we get it a little bit with ROH and things like that, but... one of these days we'll watch some like Portland era wrestling on the channel. Some classic NWA, AWA. Low budget, have it airing on YouTube since the platform has advanced far enough. Yeah, it's... They could definitely do something. NWBA as well. Louis, I don't think anybody wants to see that. That was sexist, I apologize. Jesus. Kick out at 2. New wrestling exploded back in the early 2000s, mid-2010s. Large portion of the world do live broadcasts with TV quality. Juggalo, I agree wholeheartedly with you here. I think that's a hell of an idea to do. Juggalo Championship Wrestling? Was that real? Try to type NWBA and an autocorrect to men's? An autocorrect is sexist? That's pretty wild, Juggalo. An Orton sucks dick chant. Orton biting angle. Okay, Louis, I'm not reading that aloud. This is an ECW crowd, that's for damn sure. Ugh. Jesus. Orton swallows chant is incredible. It definitely is. The whole point of this was kind of ECW versus WWE. But having Kurt Angle represent ECW is just wild. Promotion ran by the Insane Clown Posse. Started in '99 and recently got a resurgence. That's crazy. Weekly shows for the promotion follows. I might have to check that out. Randy Orton slithering in. No, he slithers in. Oh! Almost saw some Suplex City. Weekly show called Lunacy on their YouTube channel. Oh, Suplex City. He'd rather throw you than know you is amazing. Slithers is your favorite Simpson character. Where's it based out of? No, I had no idea Sabu was in JCW. All right. Favorite member of the NWA? My favorite wrestler from the NWA? Because you're saying my favorite member as if it was a wrestling group. Do you mean the NWO? Or are you talking about the NWA hip-hop group? Jesus Christ. Probably Dre. Oh, beautiful arm drag counter. Beautiful standing drop kick. Jesus. El Juggalo, when was that? When was that? Is that back when Sabu was wrestling for them, I mean? I see why this match went on second, because it is a slower pace, more methodical match style, which doesn't mesh with ECW. How many go? Is that it? 1, 2. Oh! Yeah. Louis, it's I still have people on the channel constantly asking me for more Kanye reactions. I still get comments on those Kanye reactions I did months ago today. People like, you need to check out some of his newer stuff. Yeah. Orton, that's it. That's it, buddy. 2001. Nice. I can't believe Orton got out of that. Backbreaker? Mmm. Mmm. Yeah, near fall off. That's kind of wild. Wrestling in 2006 is just a different beast. Yeah, Louis, it's really disappointing in the world today. How many t-shirts he sold? Wild. There's the infamous "if Cena wins, we riot" sign. Whoa! Jesus! Orton. Yeah, Jacob, I was saying literally the same thing right before you joined. Oh! Avalanche belly to belly? No. Come on, Orton. Come on, Orton. You gotta know better than that, man. Oh! Jesus Christ. Oh. These guys are stiffing the hell out of each other right now. 2019 at the Supermania show at the Gathering. Tag team with Sandman and Shane Douglas taking on Haziah, Madman Pondo, and the Weed Man. Those names don't surprise me. I didn't know Shane Douglas was still going in 2019. Oh! Oh my God. I genuinely don't remember who won a lot of these matches. Oh, damn. Yeah. Damn. ECW 2-0 so far. I have some interesting faces, yeah. Damn. When did Kurt Angle leave WWE? I know it was 2006, but August 25th, 2006. So August 25th. This was June 11th. So literally 2.5 months later, Angle was gone out of the company almost for good and wouldn't come back for over a decade. That is crazy. Stupidest thing Vince ever did, not letting wrestlers sign part-time contracts. That's the reason Van Dam left. That's the reason Angle left. Slam TV show on High Spots? June 11th? Why you gotta hate me? Why is your sole existence just to drag me through the mud? You ever thought about that? You're like the self-righteous version of Lamau. Bam. Kurt Angle shouting ECW. Got him cinched in. Louis, I was having a great slow conversation with you, like us going back and forth and buddy, and you dragged me through the mud every time. Damn. Jesus. A June Dune pun? No. No. Keep? Damn. Orton playing this up. Nice. Good cover, Joey Styles. Well, that's kind of crazy. I need to watch some Great Muta matches. What? I don't think I did that. You did that just now. Huh. Here we go. The FBI. I literally only remember Little Guido. I don't know who any of these other people are. I'm yawning because I work so hard. Louis, sometimes you make me want to quit my job. That's what I'll say. And I don't think I yawned. I think you're trying to make me yawn. That was not a compliment, Louis. Elias? Alright, this is going to be fire. Scott Stash is gay. Jesus, these signs are amazing. Now in the ring, I'm fine with that. Chess boxing? Lights are giving me a seizure. It's bad. It's bad, Jacob. Jesus. Yeah, the strobe light effect they're doing is wild. It's gonna be. I hope this is a good match. Super Crazy was insane back in the day. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Jesus. So, Jacob, have you seen Super Crazy or Tajiri before? Like, I'm sure you've heard of them, but have you gotten to see them wrestle? I have? Nice. Only the real ones remember the Mexicools. Only Vince could take 3 of the most talented acrobatic wrestlers in the world and turn them into a racist tag team. Versus GCW this summer? I didn't know that was a thing till just now. Honestly, I didn't know JCW was the thing until about 20 minutes ago. I think it'll be sick. Anytime you get to do promotion versus promotion, it's just damn near guaranteed a good idea as long as both promotions can put ego to the side. I know GCW, I just hadn't heard of JCW. But honestly, if JCW's doing a cross-promotion show there with GCW, they're doing pretty damn good for themselves. A Nacho Libre chant from the crowd. That's a new one. Thoughts on JCPenney? They're alright. Border brawl with USA versus Canada? Oh, really? Jacob, do I need to check out some TNA pay-per-views? You never see one nowadays. I can't remember the last time I saw a short arm scissors. Okay. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, Jacob, I haven't seen any TNA pay-per-views. I was like strictly anti-TNA growing up. That was like my WWF WCW war. All my favorites were going to TNA, and I was so pissed. El Juggalo, was it any good? Wrestler-themed Pokemon? You have basically Halucha and Incineroar, and that's pretty much it. Mojo, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels. I've heard that match probably about 600 times, widely regarded as one of the greatest. Good, despite it not getting much build-up? Okay. Sock? That's a karate-themed Pokemon. I'll give you maybe Machamp. Maybe. Makihito is sumo wrestling. That is not WWE, sir. They've had a sumo wrestler in Yokozuna. And in a special crossover with Big Show at WrestleMania 20? Jesus. I didn't hear the second word? I don't know what the second word was, Louis. That was 7 minutes ago. Taking on wrestlers from both U.S. and Canada. Sumo what? Louis, I don't know what bit you're trying to do right now. I don't remember what I said. Jesus! A hell of a scream. Machampo? Jesus. Oh, here we go. Scrafty's not a wrestler. Libra Pikachu, which isn't in... Maybe it's in the D&D. Didn't get all of it. Blaziken is not... Just because they're a fighting type... Ooh. Doesn't mean they're... No. Hitmonlee's a kickboxer. Just because they're fighting type doesn't mean they're a WWE-themed Pokemon. Louis. No one in the WWE is a kickboxer. Just because they're both based... If there's a wrestler based off of a kickboxing gimmick, and there's a Pokemon based off of kickboxing, does not mean the Pokemon is based off of the WWE-style wrestler. More individual matches I need to watch instead of pay-per-views? Okay. Oh. Jesus. Hitmonlee is based off of Bruce Lee. Jesus. Jacob, tell Louie to stop trying to force you into something you don't want to do. Jesus. Tajiri? I did know that, Jacob. I do have... I think our Saturday night's main event review went up today. Tomorrow, I think we talk about the NXT show review. Where we go over the pay-per-view. I don't remember what it's... Oh my god! I don't remember what it's called right now. Battleground, I believe. NFT show review. Oh! Okay. Okay. An Iron Sheik reference. Damn. Damn. Tajiri! Oh my god! Dude, I love Tajiri so much. That was brutal. Much clown love. Yo, El Juggalo, I appreciate you swinging by, dog. Thanks for chit-chatting and giving me some more wrestling knowledge there. I can't believe how much time each match has gotten so far, except for Jerry Lawler and Taz. Jacob, you missed a 34-second long Taz versus Jerry Lawler match. Big tag to Tajiri. Oh my god. Louis, you still haven't seen past episode 1. You don't understand how much my character has already changed. Double or Nothing was gas. If AEW wrestlers wrestled like Tajiri do, that was almost not English, I would like it a lot more. The physicality Tajiri has is like what I believe the acrobatic wrestling should be. Like, look at the connections he's making. How he's following through with each attack. But he's also not being stupid with it. He's not taking a spike 4 inches into his spinal column. I did hear Double or Nothing was a pretty damn good show, though. I am going to have to do an AEW pay-per-view sooner or later. I really do miss early AEW. Jesus. Hey! Damn. Oh! Hey, stereo drop kicks. Rocker style. Oh my god. I do promise you, Jacob, that will not be my takeaway. I like Paige quite a bit. I can't stand Ospreay. Anarchy in the Arena was good. Ricochet. Jesus. Briscoe. I couldn't remember for the life of me how to say that fucking name. Oh my god! I'm not a huge Ricochet, though. I really do like Briscoe. Jesus. The Briscoes tag team was damn insane. Damn. They put Little Guido over Tajiri. Wow. Little Guido. I really need to, Jacob. Jesus. The new big man over on Tuesday nights. Big Show really doesn't get enough credit. Oh, this move was brutal. Jacob, maybe I'll chat with you later. It's Big Show. I love it. Monster. From 2020 to now, though? Okay. God, dude, that move is brutal. I wish he would have done that more in his career. Like, Jesus. Jesus. I want to know who Big Guido was. Nunzio, dude, that was driving me insane. Little Guido was Nunzio. Oh, this is the JBL promo. Yeah, Big Guido had no idea what was going on. JBL will let you know. Real ones remember when the 2000, I believe it was the 2005 ECW show, where they shouted, "You suck dick" at Kurt Angle. The audience chanting at Kurt Angle saying, "You suck dick," and Kurt Angle responding with, "Your mama taught me how." Blue Meanie. There's Ray. JBL hasn't changed. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! He's spitting. He's spitting. They're all playing the hell out of this crowd. It wasn't even advertised. It wasn't advertised. Poor Rey has to sit in the back for all this. When I'm like, Will Ospreay, Jacob. If I had to list my least favorite wrestlers of all time, it would be Will Ospreay, and Will Ospreay. Why? I can't stand his style of wrestling represents everything I hate about wrestling. I'll go more into detail in it in the future. I'll probably use it as a hot take because I know he's pretty popular. Rey Mysterio, Sabu. Saw the recap video you did for Saturday night's main event. Yeah, it was a hell of a show last week. Would have really enjoyed getting to watch it through all the commercial breaks, but I digress. I was happy that there was no advertising in the ring. That was pretty cool. Just the big logo with the show. But yeah, our review of NXT Battleground goes up tomorrow. I can't even speak. Here's the man, Sabu. The reason we're watching this show tonight. This match is going to be nuts. I don't remember shit about this match, but I remember just a little like 8-year-old me had my mind blown. Bam. He looked so good with the world belt. I mean, it looks huge on him. You thinking about 8-year-olds? Jacob, sorry, Jacob. Louis, I was 8 years old. Learn how to listen, sir. To be fair to me, 90% of your Discord messages are about 8-year-olds. So I think twice about what you say to me. An ECW mask. Try not to get booed out of the building. As a fair reply, James. Oh, yeah. Mysterio ain't stupid. Oh, Jesus. Sabu was wild. Sabu is like your drunk uncle. God, look how young Rey looks. Man, look how young Rey looks. He had a cup of coffee. Jesus. All right. That's starting off real quick. Oh! Crazy to see Rey getting booed. The Rev. Whew. Oh! Vintage Sabu! Really hard. I hate the really hardcore. ECW, for the most part, was fine. Rob Van Dam hardcore? Oh! Sabu hardcore is pretty much my limit. Mick Foley was great. I like hardcore when there's a reason for it. Catching Up is filled with ads. This is more... Are you serious? I will let you know if you're watching on PC and you have an ad blocker, it does block the ads for Peacock. It may not work for YouTube anymore, but it does work for Peacock. Oh, man. Jesus! That was a hell of a chair shot. Here we go. Yeah, but Jacob, for the most part, I'm not a huge fan of hardcore wrestling. I like it when there's a reason for it to be happening. I'm much more storytelling based. And if the story calls for a match to be hardcore, like Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, made sense for the more hardcore styles that they've been doing. Oh, okay. I really want to go back and watch some vintage Rob Van Dam matches. Because, like, I'm not a huge RVD fan today. Like, I still really like him. But, like, he was my all-time favorite for years. And I really want to go back and watch some old Rob Van Dam match to kind of remind me why. Yeah, Punk McIntyre made perfect sense why that match was so heated. But if you're in, like, match one, and your match one is, like, a Hell in a Cell match, like, what are you doing? Or you're doing crazy steel chair shots, or using spiked bats against each other. Like, you guys better absolutely hate each other more than anything else in the world. Otherwise, why would you be doing this? Ugh. Go to bed. Louie, you have a great rest of your night, man. I do appreciate you coming through. Even though you definitely didn't watch any wrestling, I do appreciate you coming and chatting for a bit. Can't watch it? Louis, you could watch it. I would 100% be appalled, Jacob. That's what keeps me from watching a majority of AEW. I watched Jon Moxley take a sling blade, which is basically a glorified clothesline, and he fucking rolled out of the ring and then bladed from it. From hitting his back on the mat, he rolled out of the ring and cut his forehead. It doesn't make sense. Oh my god! You don't have Netflix and UK doesn't have Peacock. Then rent the DVD. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, then rent the DVD. Oh! Why? Cause I want to. Cause I want to. Why are you throwing up the X? Nick Patrick? Is that Nick Patrick? Oh. Damn, son. Even as an AEW fan, I think Moxley taking the spike to the back was too far. It was. If you want to do a spot like that, it needs to be... You need to build to it. It can't be on a random television match. On free television. Against a man that you don't really have beef with. Like, they were fighting a bit. They didn't like each other. But it wasn't like a Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. It wasn't a CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. Like, build to something like that to make it make sense. Oh, shit! Like, this is the flippy wrestling I love, because, like, they're beating the hell out of each other. They're using their bodies as a weapon. It doesn't feel like a dance. It genuinely feels like these guys are trying to kill each other, and their best weapon to do so is their body. Oh. I do like the EG armbands from Rey here. It's a really cool style. Like, he has the red inlays. Oh, Jacob, I saw the highlights. Jesus. I saw the highlights of those matches. And they're probably some of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Hey! Those matches did... Oh! Those matches did have build, but they were still... Like, the fucking needle thing? No. Harry Carey heard that one in heaven. Yeah, creative, I agree wholeheartedly here. Like, this is the same flippy shit. They're doing the hardcore crazy stuff. Jesus, Ray just got a face full of that lady. But, like, there's genuine animosity between these two. Rey Mysterio is a traitor to ECW, and Sabu represents everything. Oh! Yeah, he went right on his fucking neck. Okay. That checks out. Can we get off of Rey's face? What is happening?
No, it's over.
Yeah, I remember how this match ended now. That makes sense why it didn't main event. Way to protect both men. Let's get another look at this. Jesus. Can we slow it down? Oh my God. Jesus. Slow. Somebody should have been holding that table steady. Jesus. Jacob, I would agree with you. That creative, that was an insane move. Jacob, I would agree with you. I think my big issue with AEW is so many matches feel the same. Oh, Sabu doing a good sell job here. Jesus. All right. Edge. That's how you feel, WWE? I think that's fair. I don't know. Ultimately, it comes down to your preferences. I will agree wholeheartedly WWE is like that sometimes. I think they've gotten a lot better. But, yeah, it was the big problem with wrestling from, like, 2015 to, like, 2022 was pretty much every person was the same character. There was, like, 3 archetype characters of wrestling, and everybody fell under one of those 3. Like, you look at wrestling like this. Like, look at Edge and Randy Orton. How similar they were, but how entirely different they were. Whereas today, if you compare someone like Johnny Gargano and a Ricochet, how different are they actually? Funk was really damn good. Oh, shit. Wild. Wild. WrestleMania 14, Mick Foley and Terry Funk actually teamed up to face the New Age Outlaws for the tag team titles. They definitely are different, Jacob. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of where WWE is going. This past like 3-4 months of wrestling has made me really nervous for what direction WWE is going. All right, bang bang. Gonna be a good one. Fun fact, I almost got kicked out of middle school for doing the Cactus Jack Bang Bang multiple times. People thought I was threatening to do something to the school. You can kind of infer what they thought I was threatening. They didn't know who Cactus Jack was. What made you nervous? Just, you look at WWE after WrestleMania 40 versus WWE after WrestleMania 41, and it almost feels like a different show. They've done some good things since, definitely regarding the women's division. But money is definitely the primary motivator. Which, of course, is a business and it's going to be, but it's never been more clear than these past couple months. Hey! A bang bang! It's 100% TKO's fault, but it's still, they're one now. Hey! Long live the Alliance! Mick Foley's amazing, man. He doesn't get enough credit. This man is on my short list of all-time favorites. Oh, I need that version of the shirt. Oh my god. Yeah, his promos leading up to Edge at WrestleMania 22 is some of my favorite promo work ever. That's one of my favorite WrestleMania feuds of all time, was Edge and Mick Foley leading up to WrestleMania 22. The match is incredible, and it does get talked about occasionally. But the lead up to the match was so good. The Edge head shake. Yeah, Mick Foley probably... Okay. Mick Foley, hands down, is one of the biggest... He helped put over this generation of stars more than anybody else. Oh, okay. I do really need that version of the shirt. That's incredible. Yeah, Jacob, it was wild. I just remembered how this match ended. Oh my god. You're a crack whore. Audience shouting, you're a crack whore. That wasn't me telling her she's a crack whore. Only leaning in because he's like, I can't hear shit. I'm 70% deaf. Mr. Sago? Peak. You know what I love? Edge actually wrote a book. Hold on. I read a lot of wrestling autobiographies in my free time. Adam Copeland on Edge. He wrote this while he was injured with his neck injury the first time in like 2004. And what's funny is by that point in his career, he had primarily been a babyface. And so in the book, he constantly references the fact that he's like uncomfortable wrestling as a heel. He thinks he's going to be a career babyface. And little did he know, like, a year after that book would be released, he'd be one of the most hated superstars of all time. 2005 to, like, 2009 Edge is truly regarded as one of the most hated individuals. Book Kane wrote completely in character? No? I need to read Mick Foley's book. I've heard such good things about Mick Foley's book, and I still never picked it up. Balula. Lita always sold so well when she was getting her ass whooped on the microphone. It is an art I miss. Little wrinkle in the game plan. Oh! Jesus. Baloo, you might want to change your shoes, ma'am. Matt Hardy Edge was so good. Matt Hardy Will Not Die was so fucking iconic. Ugh. I'm gonna wear a Suicide Squad shirt. Got in trouble is amazing. Oh. I loved Tommy Dreamer growing up too. After Van Dam left and CM Punk got drafted to Raw and SmackDown, Tommy Dreamer was the sole reason I watched ECW for a while. Yeah. Honestly, until you sent that message, I forgot Terry Funk had passed away. Yeah, 2023. Terry was so good. We've reacted to, I think it was WrestleMania 2, maybe WrestleMania 3 he was on the show. Him and Dory Funk, which was a great match. Hold on. Yeah, Terry and Dory working as Haas teamed up to defeat the makeshift team of Junkyard Dog and Tito Santana at WrestleMania 2. It was! I forgot about that. Yeah, Lord knows. Oh! These two know each other very well. Edge's facial selling was always so good, too. Uh-oh. Look at the bend in that sign already. Jesus. So you know what's the Flair Funk I Quit match? Jesus. Fucking hell. I was just talking about the match where Foley accidentally hung himself on the top rope. He was going for that guillotine spot where they like get their neck caught in the rope, but oh my god. You could definitely tell that was pre-Benoit there. But Foley didn't know they were using tighter ropes in the promotion he was wrestling at, so he went to go to the spot he had done a half dozen times before, and the ropes were too tight for him to get out, and he had to rip half his ear off in order to get out of it. Okay. Oh! Look how shabby that ladder is. That's a normal ladder. A lot of hanging, like Undertaker Boss Man. It was wild. Honestly, we might have to do WrestleMania. I think that was WrestleMania 13. Maybe that was 15. Oh! It was 15, yeah. Also, Viz, who features with me on A3B, our music reaction channel, has never watched a wrestling match in his life. He has no idea what it's like. He thinks he does, which is the best part, because I've showed him some Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage promos. Mick Foley match you were talking about, when he hung himself. I think, was he against Vader? Or WrestleMania 22? Twirly Bird! $1994 against Vader. It was in Germany against Vader. Woo! I love the Whirly Bird spot. This would be a staple of Money in the Bank at WrestleMania matches. That ladder is not safe. That ladder is not safe. That ladder probably has a weight limit of 130 pounds. Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god! Balula! Gotta do something, doll. If you haven't watched the WrestleMania Terry Funk match, definitely do. That match was it was one of the matches of the night. Oh! Smashing Tommy's Dreamers. Murdered people too often and only happened in WWE twice? Who has died? I assume you're referencing Owen. But he didn't really die in the ring. Oh, man. He died in the ring. He didn't really die wrestling. It was the pre-match stunt that kind of... a situation that he shouldn't have been involved with from the beginning. Yeah, Owens was the most preventable incident that happened of all time. Okay. Smart man. Whew. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. They don't make tables like that anymore. Oh my god! Oh! Yeah, Jacob, them throwing Rey Mysterio off the roof and Money in the Bank was crazy. Was insane. I died when that happened. Foley is all caught up in the barbed wire. Okay. We want pliers? Oh, we want fire. Oh! Oh my god. Oh! Technically, that was Kane, Jacob. Woo! Oh my god! Tommy knew how to sell. Jesus. Oh! Look at Lita losing it. Technically, it was Edge. Yeah. Who is that under there? Yeah. Foley fucked his hand up in that barbed wire. Oh, Lita's got more. Oh, don't. They're going to use it as a whip. Okay. Maybe not. Clothesline, yeah. Elbow drop, clothesline, forearm. Oh! Jesus. Even once was too many times, Jacob. Terry, 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 Terry. Tag Balula. Balula, you got this. Yeah, this is too much. This is too much. That's wild. This is crazy. Oh my god. The audience chanting, "You sick fuck," tells you everything you need to know about this match. Yeah. Oh my god. Outside of WWE in the ring? Yeah, there's been quite a few, Jacob. Jesus. When did when did Dory Funk Jr. die? Dory Funk Jr. still alive? Oh my god. Dory Funk Jr. is alive? That's amazing. That's the best news I've heard all week. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is way too much. Oh, Lita, what are you doing? What are you doing, Balula? You got this. 1v3. Clutch. We want Sandman chant. Hey! Oh, he's got two of them. Tommy would take this. Ow! Ow! Come on, one DDT, Tommy. One DDT, Tommy. Oh, the brown stain on the sock is wild. Oh, he's got it. Oh. Edge? Yeah. This is... Yeah. This is Edge. This is why he was the most despised person for several years. Jesus. Oh, shit! Hold on! It ain't over till it's over. Eye patch bandage on. Oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Good fucking shit, Lita. Oh. Mick Foley probably wearing 9 layers of fucking shirts under that. Now you realize why Edge kept his shirts on for this match. Jesus. Yeah. We want fire. Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, no, this type of match will never happen again in the WWE. Yeah. You almost lit Balula's head on fire, so that was kind of crazy. Oh! Jesus, it got stuck on him for a second. Yeah, he's on fire! Oh my god! Is he still on fire? Jesus Christ! Oh! That's fitting. That is so fitting. Oh shit! It falls in with Foley. That's a perfect way for those two to ride off into the sunset together. Oh my god! Yo, this is crazy! Hold on! This is a page out of fucking... I never realized Edge got put in the crossface like that from Tommy Dreamer. That's the same way Edge would lock people in when he came back. With the bottom rung of the steel chair. Except he would do it around the mouth instead of the neck, but that's crazy. Jesus. Oh, shit! Praying, please, please. Yeah! Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Edge was literally one of the most insanely tough. Oh! Over the eyes! Oh, let's fucking go, dude. This is why Edge is the most hated. And if that wasn't bad enough... What the hell's wrong with you? Edge was fucking crazy, dude. Jeez, his arm is wrapped in the fucking barbed wire. Edge genuinely... Every time I watch an Edge match, I walk away and I'm like, how is he not just widely considered as one of the all-time greats? Like, you never hear Edge on a Mount Rushmore. You never even hear him brought up on the Mount Rushmore. With his wife just over there. Jesus Christ. Okay, now, Mick, you're making it worse! Jesus. Fucking hell. Mick Foley actively on fire. Taking a bump. Said he was on mine last week. Oh my god, over the eyes is wild. Look at Edge's face. Oh. Creative, that's a fair point. He's just so fucking good at what he does in the ring. The transformation he made after he came back. Because this Edge pre-2004 was great. He was a great in-ring competitor. But he was worlds different when he came back. It's the perfect representation of AEW for me. Because Edge pre-2005 is basically the AEW roster. Like, he has all the skills and talent in the world, but it's not connecting for... He needs something else. He needs something deeper. You actually watch Battleground. I didn't watch the entirety of Battleground. I watched the women's matches off of Battleground. I watched Joe Hendry and... God damn it. Let me look up the card real quick. I watched 4 matches, and I can't remember the 4th. EC dub, EC dub, EC dub. cut me out. Yeah, look at his arm, dude. Oh my god. Obafemi, Miles Bourne, Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, Stephanie Vacure, Jordan Grace, and Sol Ruka, Kaylani Jordan. And Sol Ruka 100% stole the show for me. Yeah, Sol Ruka. Ruka versus Jordan was insane. Ruka is a fucking star. Jesus. Hey! Bam. With the spinner belt. Hey! Might actually cry when Cena retires. Nuts. Nuts. Rob Van Dam winning the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 22. Cashing in his opportunity, being the second man to ever cash in and the first man to pre-announce his cash in. Rob Van Dam versus John Cena. If he makes Logan Paul champ before he leaves, I'll cringe. I really hope he doesn't. If there's a time to do it, it's now, though. For Logan Paul to be champion as a quick transitional champion before you... Oh, Balls Mahoney! I forgot we got this! It pisses me off that of all the wrestlers I grew up watching, I look the most like Balls Mahoney. One fall! Nutley, New Jersey is wild. Yeah. If there's a time for Logan Paul to be a transitional champion, it's now. Oh, Tanaka. I thought that said Tatanka for a second. Tanaka's pretty damn good too, but I'm a stand for fucking Tatanka. I do not act like Eugene, Jacob. You take it back right now. All right, little sportsman-like conduct to start off this matchup. Wild claim. It is a wild claim creative. That's what I'm saying. All right. Shooting off the ropes. Beautiful shoulder block. Nice standing switch. Yeah, Balls Mahoney was kind of wild, actually. Audience shouting balls. Pretty good. Yeah, I do remember the Yeti. I very well could be the Yeti. I've never been in the same room. Me and the Yeti have never been spotted in the same room. I'll leave it at that. Do you remember when RoboCop saved Sting? The actual RoboCop saved Sting at a WCW pay-per-view? Ugh. Two. Balls. This is... This match feels so 2016. There's nothing like an ECW crowd. Whoa! Oh, shit! Okay, Jacob, let's... Oh! Anybody got a drink? Is that a dip cup? Don't take a sip of that. Real ones remember Tommy Dreamer drinking Undertaker's chew cup at ringside. Jesus. Oh! Ugh. That guy's sign that just says pork. Oh! See, and like even this, there's storytelling elements to this match. Them doing that little drink thing just set this match apart from every other match. Didn't make it better than every other match, but it gave this match its own unique little moment that the audience can leave and be like, oh, that was a fun spot. Them asking for drinks outside the ring. Because they're not going to follow up and do a better match than Edge, Mick Foley, and Lita versus McGillicuddy, Dreamer, and Funk. So they got to come at it from a different angle. And just making this a fight? Real ones remember, it's the crowd of the venue. It is a crazy good atmosphere. Just you wait for John Cena, Rob Van Dam. I'm so excited. Someone's going home saying my drink is a weapon is amazing. Stone Cold was throwing beers. He would ask for another one instead of pick up the ones he missed. That was always the best part. He'd miss a beer and just be like, nah, throw another. I ain't bending over. Oh. I guess he's a ballsy guy. Oh. Oh. Jesus, it never gets easier. Look at that chair. Oh my God. Short, sweet, concussed. Look at that chair. Oh my God. Loving the D&D series, Vipers. I appreciate that, dog. Did you get to watch episode 3 yet? Yeah, creative. The chair shot there is wild. That chair is fucked up. Halfway through it, it's unhinged. It's bad. It's bad. All right. All right. One match left. Love how everyone has devolved into a criminal to some degree. It's insane. It's insane. How Ari ended up being like... But even like Ari's lost her mind, but just in the most sane way possible. WrestleMania 22 was 3 months before this? My headcanon has always said it was like a couple weeks later, they did One Night Stand. And your boy had fun. This match was so good. WrestleMania 22 is still... It's in my top 3 WrestleManias of all time. It could very well be my favorite, but it's definitely in the top 3. Vipers, your boy's pumped and excited for it. Cena's face. Damn. Looking forward to every drop. Creative, I really appreciate the support you've been giving the series there as well. 30 being your favorite. 31 is my other. Like, 31 and 22 are like my fucking babies. 25 and 35 were phenomenal. Damn, Cena! Talk to him! $25 was good. I really liked 25. The women needed a lot more love in 25. Speaking of him, he will appear. He does have my hair. Minus, his is a little more receding, right? Your boy's got a good hairline. Look at that. Shawn Michaels wept. But Eugene, the fact they did this character at all is amazing. Is amazing. Relax. Thanks, Eugene. No, creative? Okay. Oh my god. Who's coming out to kick his ass? Who's coming out to kick his ass? Bobby Lashley? Sandman? It's gotta be Sandman. I wrote a poem is amazing. The smiley face on the back of the note. Hey! Okay. It has to be Sandman. Hey! Why? Yeah, I was gay. Jacob, I appreciate that. It had to be somebody. Sabu, how are you... Sandman, how are you getting down, sir? Are they going to catch you? ECW Steve Austin just arrived. Fun fact, the number of times I've done that with a can of Coke Zero is like 4, and it's the reason I had to replace my monitor. Do I think the Eugene character is offensive? I don't. I think that might be a very controversial take. If they made him a joke in the sense of he just went out there and got his ass kicked every week, yeah, it was offensive. But it was the fact you would put him out there and he would get the better of guys like Triple H and Chris Jericho was what made him work. Was the fact that, like, he would go out there and just do the Stone Cold Stunner and do the Rock Bottom and do the pedigree. And, like, he would go out there on the mic and, like, make fun of The Rock by accident. Yeah. That's what made his character work. You never knew if he would win or lose. Triple H loved to pick on him, but the number of times he was able to just slightly get the better of Triple H. And then Triple H would get such huge heel heat by just beating the shit out of Eugene, this disabled guy. Sandman's about to knock himself out. Look, I think he just did. Are you okay, sir? There's about to be one less. What just happened? Yeah! Moments like this, though, are very bad. We're about to see Sandman beat the shit out of a out of a mentally disabled person while the audience cheers. A good mentally disabled person, by the way. Like, he's not a bad guy. He's actively trying to read poetry about how much he loves this place and these people. Tell the story of replacing your monitor because of Sandman? If you watch my Alien Isolation stream, I'll tag it in Discord after this. Jesus Christ, Harry Carey heard that one from heaven. Oh my God! Essentially, I adapted that trait from Sandman, where he would bash the shit out of his head with the can. And I used to do it with a can of Coke Zero sometimes, and I was frustrated or just really hyped. And so I did it with an unopened can of Coke Zero, opened it immediately afterwards, and it sprayed Coke everywhere. So I, like, covered it with my mouth, and then it started, like, spraying down the back of my throat, so I laughed, and it just erupted over my monitor. I actually put a cut-in of it in... I think episode 2 of the D&D series. Might have been episode 3. It might have been the solo, actually. No, it was episode 2, because it was Tick said he named his bike Michael or something. Yo, creative, you got no idea, dog, how down bad I am. That is, you can't really see it from that angle, especially because my friggin' light's in the way. That is... Jesus, my camera is hot, dude. That's probably an issue. That's a fire hazard. That is a 4-foot by 4-foot poster of a giant can of Coke Zero. You need to show me this clip, Jacob. I'm surprised you haven't seen it, dog. I will send it in the Discord. I really can't believe... Jesus. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That's it right there. Oh, yeah. Alright, Jacob. It is in this video. Fast forward to 1 minute and 5 seconds, and it's right after this. Creative, you work for Coke? Creative, what are the odds I could put it in order with you to get a Coke Zero hat? I love Taz on commentary. In fact, Taz on commentary, WrestleMania 22 is the first time I heard the term Suplex City. Everybody thought that was a Brock Lesnar thing from WrestleMania 31, I believe, against Roman Reigns, where he goes, Suplex City, bitch. That Taz said it on commentary when Kurt Angle was suplexing the shit out of Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio. That was the first time I heard it, was him referencing it there and saying, welcome to Suplex City. Here we go. I feel like my inner child losing it right now. I'm about to see Rob Van Dam for the first time in so long. Young Rob Van Dam. I can't remember the last full Rob Van Dam match I watched. Especially from this era. Saw clipping. Taz on commentary said burnt toast with no butter. No context. Want a hat I could probably get? Are you serious? That would be insane, Creative. That's like my dream. That is my dream. Send me that info. Creative, I don't know if you're on Discord. I don't know if I actually linked. Hold on. No, I don't think it's a thing on Believe Wrestling. You are perfect. Yeah, just message me on Discord, dog, if you're able to, and let me know what I need to pay you if you're able to do it, because that would be incredible. Clueless Clown. Awesome. Okay. Let's go. I know I said this in the podcast, but like still to this day, the inner child in me is such a RVD Mark. He's the reason, like, growing up, even when I write my name today, I always have to write first name, middle name, last name. Whenever I introduce myself first name, middle name, last name because of Rob Van Dam always doing it. And when I graduated college, I made sure they introduced me. They were like, graduating college, Blaze, August, Wood. And as they said it on the TV, I did the Blaze, August, Wood. Your boy's a mark at heart. Ugh. Alright, yeah. Well, Jacob, the seizures are back. Jesus. You can see just on my face that flashing light. Look at that. Look at that. That strobe light is wild. How did they not get sued? Porygon wept. Holy fuck. Knock your shell off. Where did you send it? I sent it in chat, Jacob. I'll send it in Discord, but I sent it in chat here. Jacob, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the strobe lights is insane. If Cena wins, we riot. And Creative, if they have more Coke Zero merch, like shirts and stuff, also let me know that too, if you don't mind. There's the sign! We'll let you know, dog. I appreciate that so much. Aw. Want to do it a little early? Hey! when Rob Van Dam and Rey Mysterio used to be a tag team together, they had a move called the 420 leg drop, and Vince cornered Rob backstage asking if it was drug related. And Rob lied and said, no, it's called the 420 leg drop because we have 4 legs and 20 toes between us. And Vince bought it. Might be the best clip of you I've ever seen. It's pretty good, Jacob. Honestly, that whole Alien Isolation series, I did supercuts of every episode. That whole series was so good. It's one of my favorite gaming series, start to finish, I've ever done. Yeah, the 4 legs, 20 toes was wild. Hey! Look at Rob's face. This is what I remember about this match more than anything. Great, he just nailed another dude in the back of the head. Is that a security guard? EC dub, EC dub. And y'all wonder why John Cena turned heel in 2025. I specifically remember the guy wiping his ass with it. There's the toilet paper. Jesus. Fuck you, Cena. Fuck you, Cena. It's the street name. Throwing toilet paper hard enough that it unravels, but not hard enough that it... Not so hard that it breaks is a delicate process, chat. Let me tell you. Yeah, no, it did make sense. I'm not a fan of it. But moments like this make you remember the shit Cena actually put up with in his career. Cena swallows, chant. Ugh. World's fastest suplex! The crowd's only cheered for him for like 3 years before, but now hates us? It is crazy, though, still how good Rob Van Dam looks 19 years later. Like, he's definitely older, and you can tell, and he moves a lot slower, because of course he would after the high-stakes career he's had. But, Jesus, he looks really fucking good today. Yeah, this is him 19 years ago, and... I mean, right now he's in a wheelchair. Because of, an injury that took place in his last match. Of course, wishing him a speedy recovery. Yeah, Jacob, that played a lot into the fact that people finally lost Cena. When Cena went part-time was finally when people were like, oh shit, we're not going to have Cena forever. Whole fucking show. Whole fucking show. Oh shit! He's got the educated feet. Don't count him out, Taz. Cena's phenomenal at acting. From the beginning, dude. I mean, Marine is rough. But the Marine is rough not because of Cena, but because the director doesn't know how to fucking have a single quiet scene in the movie. If you watch the Marine, 79% of that movie is just hard rock and action music the entire time. But his acting was great in it. They have a hostage. It's my wife. I remember it. It was awesome. We might have to do, like, some wrestling movie watch-alongs, too. Yeah. Big clothesline. Same old shit. Same old shit. This crowd is brutal. Oh! Oh! Is Be Cool a wrestling movie? It was Rock's first movie? Really? Playing Red Dead Redemption. I still haven't played it. I really want to. Yeah, pork. I get it, sir. Get the sign out of the camera. Jesus. Seeing Cena climb to the top turnbuckle while his opponent's outside the ring was wild. We might watch Doom with The Rock, if anybody remembers that one. Yeah. Yeah. Scorpion King? Wild. I wasn't supposed to die. Doom movie was goated. Only the real ones remember Doom movie was goated. It wasn't. There we go. Whew. See No Evil in theaters May 19th. He just ran into the camera guy. Oh! That guy 100% looks like he pissed himself. 0% lore from the actual Dune games. It's amazing. Fuck you, Cena. This was brave by Cena. Oh my god. It's like 1%. No, we're not watching it every May 19th. They made a second one of those, didn't they? Or did they just talk about it? Fuck you, Cena. Oh! Hey! Vintage Van Dam! Vintage Van Dam! Oh. Oh! Oh. I don't know what they're saying now, but it's probably not good. Reaction live streams take a back seat to everything else. They did just because they weren't getting a lot of love, Jacob. And I was really worried. I was going to do them for Breaking Bad when we got caught up to where we were. But the problem was is anybody could join in on the lives and just spoil what was going to happen in the episode. Which was the big reason for stopping the live stream reactions. Here we go. Oh! Van Terminator. Someone spoiled... No, nobody spoiled Scooby-Doo. They would spoil things just getting excited about it and being like, I can't wait till you meet this person. And I'd be like, great, now I know this person. I am. The problem that I'm having with it right now is the YouTube algorithm is getting those confused with my D&D series. And so the people who are not watching that, but are watching the D&D series. Oh my God, Rolling Thunder. And it's like messing with the algorithm. That's the reason why the D&D series, like, views dropped off so quick. Is because everybody who didn't want to watch the Pokemon White series with Ari, is no longer getting recommended the D&D. The YouTube algorithm is messy playing with it. I shouldn't have tried to do those series at the same time. I just got really excited about both ideas. Oh. All right. Oh, we talked about a couple different shows, Jacob. I think I'm kind of leaning towards Game of Thrones. Oh my God, split-legged moonsault! Oh! Cena blocked with the chair! A hot take, I think the split-legged moonsault is better than the Starship Pain. Oh my God! Seen him with his feet on the ropes, too. I really wish we could do Last of Us. Me and Tick actually recorded the entirety of our reactions to Season 1 of Last of Us, and Tick was going to edit that footage, and it just disappeared. We have no idea where it went. We did that like 2 years ago, though, which is why that footage is gone. Yeah, Van Damme looks hurt. Van Damme looks 100% hurt. Van Damme did the DDT cells. Oh my God. Better Call Saul has been thought about. Game of Thrones has been thought about. Jesus. I did hear that. Have you played? I have, Jacob. They're my favorite games ever. Oh! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He hadn't switched to that yet. Here we go. I love the lore. It's amazing, creative. The stories behind it are so good. Does he still pump up the kicks? No. I think he stopped doing that in 05. Up! Spinning heel kick. Forgot about pumping up the kicks. It was so good, dude. 2005 Cena was wild. Here we go. Oh. Shit. Oh. Oh. What a power bomb. Look at that cell job from Van Dam. Jesus. The audience trying so hard to cope. You still suck. You still suck. Jesus. All right, what else you got, Cena? Oh! Oh! That was a hard hit, yeah. Woo! Oh! Oh! Yeah, it was. Jesus. Here we go. The guardrails being so close to the ring. There we go. The finish to this match actually leads to something really interesting that we'll talk about when it happens. Oh, beautiful! Oh! God, this is a beautiful STF here, and that was a beautiful counter into the STF. Gonna do reaction. Jacob, we've already filmed a couple... we filmed episodes 4 and 5. We've had them for a while. I was actually going to release them depending on how well the React channel's been doing. And the React channel's been so slow progress, it's kind of back priority. But the more progress each channel picks up, the more content that channel gets. Van Dam reaches the rope. This is an Extreme Rules match. Whoa! Give him a good shove. Oh! A little bit of heel Cena here. Watching them in release date order. I think so. That's how we... Yeah. We did episodes 4 and 5. I haven't seen any of 1, 2, and 3. I haven't seen 6. And I haven't seen 7 or 9. But I did watch 8 in theaters for some reason. I don't remember too much about 8. I remember, like, the big-ish moments, but I didn't know any of the characters or why they were there. I was like, who are these people? I don't know why I did that. It's all uphill from there, creative. But yeah, as soon as React starts picking up steam, we're going to be doing more movie reactions and kind of expanding from there. Whew. Jesus. Big hit there. Let's SmackDown referee! Woo! To the D&D movie? No, we have not. The only movie we've actually done is 2 straight guys watch Barbie. And it was... it was the Valentine's Day special. I think, depending on how well the channel's doing come October, me and Tick have filmed all the Scream movies, reaction-wise. We've released the first 2 on the old channel. I have them saved, but they have been unreleased. So I think I will release at least the first trilogy this Halloween, depending on how well the channel is doing. Oh, here we go! The camera guy just fell over. Hey! Barbie was a fucking incredible, Jacob. Barbie was fucking incredible. It's a little preachy. I'll give you that. But Ken is fucking hysterical in that movie, dude. This actually marked a very interesting statistic for Edge, because this was the second Money in the Bank cash-in of all time, Rob Van Dam cashing in on Cena. The first was Edge cashing in on Cena. And it actually marked a very interesting streak in which, like, the first 5 or 6 Money in the Bank cash-ins, every single one of them involved Edge in some capacity. Either Edge getting cashed in on, Edge doing the cashing in, or Edge being the person interfering in the match, or the match before, or attacking. Barbie should count as a wrestling movie. Yeah, Barbie was just solid. Nope. Nope. The ref's down. Somebody else has to count it. I guess. Wild. And new ECW champion. Even wild is, I believe it was the ECW after this. Paul Heyman brought back the ECW championship and awarded it to Rob Van Dam. And that marked the first and only time a superstar has co-held the WWE and ECW World Championships. RVD would not hold them very long, however, as he would drop both titles. The ECW title to The Big Show and the WWE title back to Cena, or did he drop it to Edge? But the reason why he lost them so quickly is because RVD failed a drug test. Or maybe he got a DUI. Let me see. A 30-day suspension following an arrest for marijuana possession. And he was stripped of both titles. Our Big Show. Yeah. They were pulled over. RVD and Sabu were pulled over for speeding and were found with marijuana and other substances. He was stripped for both titles. Big Show with hair pog? Absolutely crazy. One of the most infamous nights in wrestling. Some beer. Relax, Heyman. Okay. Put your sign down, sir. Cena lost the belt. Memes? Jesus, Van Dam! Damn. Jesus. Tomko! You were 1 year old when this happened, Jacob. It's cool that... Was this your first time getting to watch this show? Because I really love how much you know about this era of wrestling when you were so young when it happened. Edge is under the ring. You have seen this show before? Beautiful. Balls Mahoney! Hey! Jesus. I love wrestling. Jesus, what is happening? How did that get... who sprayed that? God? Hey! Hold on. He's got to spin it. I did not watch Heels. I heard it was really good, though. Wild. CM Punk is in it? I didn't know that. WrestleMania 31 is a great first WrestleMania, Jacob. Chad, I'm not gonna lie. Is Money in the Bank next week? Money in the Bank is next week, so I will see you guys next week. We get no time off from each other. Yeah, more podcast clips coming out. There's not a full podcast going up this week. You probably already know that. The D&D series has been insane editing-wise, and I tried to do a feature on the Broken channel, which didn't end up working out. The stream ended up getting shut off after about 20 minutes of awful communication issues. So we did not record a full podcast. However, there are still good clips coming out and doing stuff. I am pumped. Money in the Bank is next week. I hope it's a solid show. Jacob, I will see you there. Creative, I hope you're there as well. And anybody else who wants to join us, it's going to be a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you guys are liking this new classic watch-along series that we're doing. Kind of bouncing around to different shows, but I do want to know in the comments of this VOD here, or in the Discord, which you can join on the link on the main channel page, what show should we do next after Money in the Bank? Because we got like 3 or 4 weeks between the pay-per-views, and your boy's open to doing another classic watch-along stream, so let me know. And it's not just WWE. I want WWF, I want WCW, I want ECW, I want NWA, I want AWA. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing this. It's pretty sick, and maybe even some AEW in there. You never know. Until next time, much love, y'all. Thank you for being here. Have a good one.